Are Arch-Lectors any good? Now, you may ask, why bother? Oh, there's a point to this. In furtherance of that, let's switch straight to Total War Planner. Give me 30 seconds. At rank 2, with 1 skill pip, I can choose Grand Hammer of Sigmar. At rank 3, I can choose Grand Shield of Faith. At rank 4, I can choose Grand Sofa. At any point, I could have picked Hold the Line. In a Franz campaign, Lords come at rank 3 from turn 1. You can have 2 of the best Warrior Priest powers instantly for a one-man army, trailing your main stack and offering these benefits to quote-unquote weak Empire infantry. Are you impressed? You should be. Now, let's rewind and go over it from scratch. It says recruited for 1,000 gold, but the low rank ones I got came for 600. Upkeep is 225 per turn base. Health is 4,068 on Ultra, with 95 armor, which is almost Call Franz level, 15 missile resistance, 75 leadership, which is pretty good, speed 31, charge speed 39, melee attack starts at 30, which is low, but it's magical attack full time, and that means one of your few ways to smack around ethereal units efficiently. Attack interval is the standard form. Splash target size is medium and max entities damaged is 8, and since you're whiffing on some of them, you may not reach the entire target. So, fair anti-blob capability. Melee defense starts at 55, which is quite strong. Weapon strength comes at 380, split between base 266 and armor piercing 114, so heavily tilted towards smacking lower armored troops. Charge bonus is 26, and mass is 600. In the current state of the game, where certain old traits were stripped from the Arch-Lector to make Volkmar more special, the Arch-Lector can only use a Barded Warhorse, but fortunately this is a pretty good mount. Though, no War Altar to be had. They decided to make that Volkmar exclusive. So let's see what Thrones changes. Anyway, upkeep shoots up to 275, health up to 4,680, armor to 120, and that's notwithstanding you can have traits that make him even more armored. I had one with 145. Speed is 78, charge speed 108, charge bonus 46, mass 1500. But the attack, defense, and that sweet max targets of 8 are unchanged. Blue line skills are standard Empire, so go ahead and consult my Franz video if you need to. The capstone, Headhunter, is what's renowned and feared in other factions, and it is good. The red line is completely the same as usual, and I cover these per unit anyway. In the top line, Brass Lungs mildly increases leadership radius, Sigmar's Ward grants 10% more missile resistance, Hold the Line is the usual area effect, self and allies plus 4 leadership and plus 5 melee defense, which won't actually apply to the extra brass lunged range, I take it. Oh, well. The yellow line reflects Volkmar's line, so the only special things to report, Faith's Bastion provides a 22-second, 20% damage resistance for the self only, and Benediction creates an added plus 8 leadership for allies within 35 meters constantly, before things like Rally and Stand Your Ground. Of course, that too ignores the brass lung increase, but hey, people are not going to want to flee around this inspiring leader. Past this, it comes down to traits and items, which could include Elector Count weapons potentially. For example, Noble knocks 25% off construction time and grants plus 10% to income from all buildings, which I think is fantastic for provinces that you're building up. As for how you use the Arch-Lector, in battle it is so simple that I won't dwell on it. I've already told you everything that matters. In campaign, especially in the France example, they make amazing low-level bolsters for troops. Also, you never run out of potential new ones, so you can recruit without a conscience, disbanding anytime without loyalty concerns like in some other factions, and more to the point, battle prayers affect all allies, so a one-man stack can make an Empire garrison fight like fire-breathing devils. It wouldn't be the same for redline skills if the units are in the garrison and not in, quote-unquote, your own army. More broadly, they're not bad, but basically, they're cheap. They bring their benefits and don't do things fancier than that. They fight hard, they lead from the front, and they will probably die for Sigmar a lot despite the armor and melee defense. I hope you find a place for the Arch-Lector in your armies. It's no sin to be a relatively cheap, heavily resilient, buff-heavy lord, because while the buffs wear off, you never run out of them. This changes the map for a lot of your units, at least for the duration of the buff. Take care, and have fun converting the heretics by sword and mace.